Hello, statisticians. My topic's on 2 to the third factorial experiments. And 2 to the third factorial experiments, you have 3 independent variables as highlighted to the right. So you have a table, a matrix, and a graphical representation of a 2 to the third factorial experiment, usually a cube. And so in this one, we have the table as the best representative of the data because it's just easier to factor in on the data. Matrix, it's just really not useful. I don't think it's better than the table at all. And the graph, it just looks cool. And it's just like if you want to show your drawing abilities, you can do the graph, I guess. Anyways, what makes the difference between this one and 2 to the third factorial experiment to a regular RCT is that you can use 3 variables, and usually in the RCT you use like 2. An objective in the RCT is just to compare the individual experiment conditions to each other directly by contrast. In a factorial experiment, the objective is generally not to compare individual conditions to each other, just to see how they relate really in the factors. And so in this, I made a simple experiment to highlight this. And so this is just showing that the psi and B&D method, or Riemann method, they have some type of relationship in that in the in, they are both 5, day, they're both 7, out, they're both 9, and during these 3 factors and day out, that they both produce the same effects. And from there, you can make a RCT or another experiment. This is just showing you like how they relate to each other. That's all it is. For this example, though, the psi and BMD is the same stuff, so I didn't bother to make another line. You wouldn't be able to see it. In this, the factory experiment, you have 2 factories. The first factory, they both produce the same amount in the morning, afternoon, night, practically. Although in the second factory, they produce more, it looks like, on average. But this is just showing the engineering concept that you can use this to show efficiency. And it's just a very good method to do because it just shows like, okay, in the afternoon, this is when my workers are going to be the best. And that's pretty much it.